Hello there. Today we're going to talk about virtual engagement, games, and activities. I have a collection of activities for you to use to help engage your students. They are listed from the least amount of prep or skill level needed to the most amount of prep or skill level needed. I bolded my favorites. There are links in here and many other tips and tricks. So I'm going to start with quiz games. And you're likely familiar with a lot of these quiz games. You can use Kahoot many different ways. One of the ways that is uncommon is to survey students and reveal their results in real time. So to ask them questions, and there's no right or wrong answer, but to actually show whose favorite color is red or blue or green or yellow, and have it pop up, and the students can see how their classmates compare to them. Quiz is very similar to Kahoot. The nice piece of it is that it's on the student screen, so there's no need for them to split screens to see the questions. Bingo is really cool, classic game. You can make them very easily by clicking the link, the title there, and you can use this for vocab review or just for a fun game. The linked example is a Thanksgiving game. Jeopardy, another classic game here. Jeopardy Labs is a great way to create a Jeopardy game for your students. There are pre-made ones as well, and a really good way to just engage students with either academic or non-academic content. Next, I'm going to move on to icebreakers or some screen on activities. I'm going to start with Simon Says. We have one person be the caller. Students should only respond when the caller says Simon Says, and there are some example actions there for you. Four Corners is a great game. You can use it academically or non-academically. For the academic version, we look in the top box, having students hold up on their fingers 1, 2, 3, or 4 to indicate which corner or which answer they would select. And then the non-academic game version is down here where a student closes their eyes while other students hold up which corner they're in and then picks a corner when the music stops. We got Detective, another great game here to engage students. One student is the detective, another student is the leader. All students who are neither role follow the leader, and the detective has 3 guesses to figure out who the leader is. Really fun game, and the students can get creative with it. Would You Rather, this classic game is really good for virtual learning. You could do it in many different ways. You've got red or green virtual backgrounds to indicate your choice of yes or no, or 1 or 2, fingers, and goofy serious faces, just a really good range of ways to ask would you rather questions. Spot the difference, think of People magazine and looking at the 2 different photos, finding the differences. Similar thing here, I've linked a website in the title for you. Next, some breakout group activities. Speed dating. So in class, you would think of this as team A lines up, team B lines up, and ask a question, talk about it for a minute. Everybody on team B bumps down 1 spot, team A stays in place. We do this with Zoom just by recreating the breakout rooms, and it is a great way to engage students quickly. Story starters, for those of you looking to get some writing in, have the students give them a story starter and then give them some time to work, to write. When the time is up, put students into the breakout rooms where they can share their stories and then have students vote. Categories, I've linked the generator up in the title there, and I've provided an answer sheet example at the bottom. Great classic game. A lot of kids have not played it, so a good way to engage your students there. Logic puzzles are great. Teases the brain, makes students think critically, and putting them in a breakout group to talk through the different scenarios really helps to build that team bonding. So another great option there in logic puzzles. The last types of activities I have are art and music activities. So the first one is Rhythm Train. You want to decide on an order to follow, whether that's alphabetically, birthday, random, however you decide, and the first person creates a short beat. This is similar to, hi, my name is Colin, and I like Colorado. And then the next person saying, that was Colin, he likes Colorado. I'm so-and-so, and I like such. So a really great rhythm train idea there to keep the beat moving and allow students to engage in a different way. Google Quick Draw, got that linked right up here for you. A great, awesome activity, 6 second, 6 20-second drawings that students have to do to try and get a computer to guess what they're drawing. It is assigned the topic, and then they have to draw it. Really creative activity there. Scribblehead, just like the picture shows you there, you put your paper on your head and you draw whatever the topic is. Really fun. Put kids in breakout groups afterwards to share, or just share whole class. Really, really fun activity. And then guess the song. Finding or creating a clean playlist is probably the biggest challenge to this. And then you play 3 to 5 seconds or longer of a song. There are pre-made guess the song YouTube videos. Just make sure that you preview them to make sure that they are truly clean. And I have an example playlist down here at the bottom. And that's what I have for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing you soon.